everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Columbus Explorers and the Brooklyn Beats. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Columbus Explorers and the Brooklyn Beats. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Brooklyn ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Columbus club, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On second down, it's Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Howell. Got a man. He finds Sanders. A big play there. 43 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. To throw on second down, Howell. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 59 yards.
And most teams mark down big plays as ones that gain 10 yards or more. He certainly has big playability, and we just saw it on display.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 5. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. From 13 yards out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
The losing streak can take on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And what a big-time play there. 44 yards.
And that one hurts defensively. They forced them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
And their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Let's go.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 66 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Charles again. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and he gets...
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 17 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. A diving catch for the score. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, it's Bottcher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 56 is the mark. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Off the bootleg. Powell. And he's got his target. That's more. 30. The 20. Touchdown. A big play there. His his 19th touchdown now on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it.
The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter.
It's going to be a long day. Check your hot read. Mike 50.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to float this one deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Nick Quickett. And I think the ball's out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. So we're in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2nd and 1. Rush coming, and he's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
56. Quit talking about it and play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Dee Ford, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. He'll drop to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally,
oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DJ Reader. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dee Ford in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go, D.
Back to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give him credit. It's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Now back to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
57 play. Here we go. Here we go. 57.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the offense going to use the first 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Yeah, baby.
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Going left side, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw, buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now this throw caught left side. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dante Hightower. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Here's Charles. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to be a loss of 15 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely...
Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returning it is Moore. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense, they're going to have an excellent field position. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. They'll look to throw here. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That it goes for a gain of 31. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll drop the throw. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. He's going to rifle one deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
You must be dreaming.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dee Ford, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Back to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dee Ford, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Looking to throw. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turn. So for our visitors, they're not going to go quietly here as the wind moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home